Thank you for watching. I hope that you are getting something out of these Psalms as we go through them day by day. It does help when I hear from you to know that indeed you are liking them and that you are finding them useful. If you're not, let me know that too. But I think that in these times it's important that we find some way to stay connected. Sooner or later we will be back together worshiping in our congregations. And in the meantime, I want to try and stay connected, to try and keep us together. So once again, we're looking at the Psalms, and today we're looking at Psalm number 21. Psalm number 21, and it's called Getting What We Want. Psalm 21, another psalm written by David. Let me read that to you. The king rejoices in the Lord's strength is the title of Psalm 21. It goes, O Lord, in your strength the king rejoices, and in your salvation how greatly he exults. You have given him his heart's desire, and you have not withheld the request of his lips. For you meet him with rich blessings, you set a crown of fine gold upon his head. He asked life of you, you gave it to him, length of days forever and ever. His glory is great through your salvation. Splendor and majesty you bestow on him, for you make him most blessed forever. You make him glad with the joy of your presence. For the king trusts in the Lord, and through the steadfast love of the Most High, he shall not be moved. The meditation goes like this. Meditation written by another one by David Egner. A certain airline pilot had a peculiar habit. Whenever he took off from his hometown, Minneapolis, he would ask the co-pilot to take the controls. Then he would stare intently out the window for a few moments. Finally, the co-pilot's curiosity got the best of him, so he asked, "What do you always look at down there?" "See that boy fishing on that river bank?" the pilot asked. "When I used to fish from that same spot when I was a kid, I would look up high when a plane flew over, and I would watch it until it disappeared and wish that I could be the pilot." With a sigh, he added, "Now I wish I could be back down there fishing." It's natural to spend time thinking about where we'd like to be or what we'd like to have, but we must evaluate our desires to make sure that they are consistent with what God says will truly satisfy. King David found satisfaction by putting his first things first. His joy was rooted in the strength of the Lord and the salvation he provided. It was because David sought the Lord that God gave him the desires of his heart. When our desires conform to God's will, we're not likely to waste time wishing for things that can't satisfy. Real joy comes not in getting what we want, but in wanting to be close to God. David concludes, contentment comes when we realize God has everything we need. Though we may be isolated, we need to remember that God indeed has everything that we need. All that we need is within our homes. All that we need is available to us in the scriptures. All that we need is God's love, and that can never be taken. And so let us be content and to desire our closeness with God. That is what these times can be dedicated to, becoming closer to God. See you again